Today's adventure, going off to Isla Grande. Leaving El Valle now. It's a little after 8 in the morning. So I thought I'd go on a little getaway before I was going to be doing my final house sit, and decided to go to Isla Grande. I think it took about 4 hours to drive from El Valle, and if you're in the beaches area, you could probably knock off at least an hour because getting down the mountain from El Valle takes some time. I decided to drive to La Guaira, where you can park and then take a boat over to Isla Grande. And around this stretch was really pretty, with the beaches to the left, and there were these little inns and restaurants that I kept seeing, and I was hungry, so I stopped in, had a delicious meal, and noticed that some of them have kayaks that they rent, they have rooms that they rent out, and there is a river that's close by, so I think I'm going to explore that area again. It definitely felt a little questionable leaving my car in this random dirt lot, and I wasn't exactly sure who I was paying. It's not like anybody has an official badge or anything like that. So I handed a guy some money, I got on a boat, and landed on Isla Grande. I really liked the look of this place online, so I booked 2 nights here at the Macondo hostel, and it was a perfect jungle environment, and my little cabin was tucked on the back of the property. It was really peaceful and just so nice to be that close to all the beautiful greenery. As you can see, the room was very basic. The air conditioning wasn't working when I was there, but I didn't desperately need it. It was nice having the fan on at night, and it was also just really nice having the fresh air. So on Isla Grande, there's no roads, and there's just this one path that stretches the whole length of the island. There are 2 paths that go in to the island so that you can get on the other side. But honestly, I don't know how people, I guess they take a boat to the other side. There's a resort on the other side of the island, and I'm assuming boats had to bring in all the construction materials, and boats bring in the passengers because there's no vehicles on the island. Always nice to have a friendly dog greet you. You know, I would say that Isla Grande, like many parts of Panama, it's going through a renaissance, let's say. There are really beautiful aspects, and there are not so beautiful aspects. But I think you'll find that in many places all over the world. And I think I've just been training my eye to look at the pretty things more than the not so pretty things. So nice to wake up with a light rain falling on the leaves, and I spent some time in the hammock, and then you go downtown and party, party, party. I will say there's a lot of accommodations on Isla Grande, and for any budget, there's some high-end places that are newly opening, and then there's hostels, so something for everyone. I walked over to the far side of the island where the Hotel Sister Moon is located, and I figured I would have breakfast. I was going to ask them if I could use the pool, but I didn't. Anyway, I ordered something off the menu. I had no idea what it was going to be. I thought maybe it would be like scrambled eggs, but it was hojaldres, and it said like cheese and garlic. I was really disappointed when this like fried stuff showed up on the plate, but OMG, it was so good. I can't even begin to tell you how pleasantly surprised I was with that breakfast. So delicious. All right, I had a little breakfast at the Sister Moon Hotel, and then it was hot, still kind of like midday, so I went and had a juice and a swim, and now I'm gonna go try to do the walk up to the lighthouse. And apparently this lighthouse was designed by the same guy who did the Eiffel Tower. And this is one of the first points in the canal crossing. But I might not make it up there, so we'll see. So dereche, to the right, is the Hotel Sister Moon, and I was told that this way is to El Faro, the lighthouse. Already out of breath. All right, I'm actually not going to go because it is super, super slippery. So, you know how cement can get slippery with the rain and, stuff grows on it? And normally you would hose it off. Well, there's nothing to hose it off here. And I can already tell, like going up, I'm slipping. And I don't want to risk falling, coming back down. I've always appreciated living a slow life where you can take in the small moments in reverence and just contemplation and being in the present moment. So it was time to head back, get my car, and I wanted to stop in Cologne and see the statue of the Black Jesus in the church. So we're going to take a look at that, though I was not dressed appropriately, so I just kind of popped in and popped out. I had shorts on and a t-shirt, and they had a dress code posted. There's a lot of stories about the history of the Black Christ statue. It's believed that the statue arrived in Portobello in the 17th century, and that's a time when the Spanish dominated Central America, and they brought in enslaved people from Africa. There's a pilgrimage and parade that happens in October, and for the people in Portobello who have African descent, it's an important time for them to protest against Spanish colonialism, and that brought slavery and racism. And so on the drive back, I decided to stop in at this place and have a breakfast to fuel up for the drive back. Absolutely fell in love with these flowering vines, just cascading everywhere, creating such amazing ambiance. And that's one thing I'm always amazed at in Panama, is just how the natural beauty can form design and structure. I cannot wait to have my own space to garden. It is going to be off the hook. All sorts of flowers and flowering vines and plants and trees and more. I was thinking this was regular traffic, but I think it's either a fruit and vegetable stop from the agriculture department, or it might be a Mensa stop. But before I get my own place, I'm going back to my rental. And look at this rain. Crazy amounts of rain. It does rain quite a bit in El Valle, but I found that there's always some spot in the morning where it's clear and the rain pretty regularly comes in the afternoon. Thought I'd show you some local spots. This is the Golden Frog, and on Thursday nights they have a happy hour. Stopped in for a little beverage at the Bodhi hostel, and this is just a pretty cool spot on the main road. Grab a coffee or an ice cream. And what's beginning to become a regular spot for me, La Divina Commedia. They have good Italian food, they have good breakfasts, and I just love this back patio space.